a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He'll buy some time. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On 1st down, Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 35 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. He gets away from one. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
3rd and 2, Newton. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Michael Bennett. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. They'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th. They will go for it. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And it is incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves.
And got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. Brought down by Nate Gary. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. That is caught at the 7. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Again, Newton buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 2nd down. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Newton throwing again. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before the break. Newton. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Kenyon Barner. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now it's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But
and the defense loses him. It's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 20. And that one results in 35 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Newton, flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
To throw, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Throwing on first is Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go. Shorty, shorty, shorty. Hey. Here we go. Which one?
Wentz now on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Throwing is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. It's brought in left side by Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Black, come on. There we go. Back, 120. Shift. Black.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Wentz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Set. 180.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Newton now to throw. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16.
Hey, set. 180. Hey.
Now Newton. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time. Newton, fourth down. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his second.